friends, it's Miss Cassie from the Orange Beach Public Library here for another bedtime story time. We like to start every story time with a song, and this one goes like this. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Great job. All right, so the story we're going to read today is brand new. No one's even checked it out before, for me. I got our new sticker. It's called Una, and it is about a mermaid, and that's her otter friend. It's by Kelly DiPuccio with pictures by Reza Figueroa. That's it. All right, so let's see what happens in this story. Una was sweet and a little bit salty, like the ocean where she lived. She was also brave and curious, like most treasure hunters. Isn't that great hair? Isn't that cool? When Una was just a baby, no bigger than a scallop, she chased a pearl into the mouth of a whale. Lucky for her, she popped right back out. As the years passed, Una found bigger treasure and even bigger trouble. It's a good thing she has Otto. Una rescued Otto from the oyster net when he was just a pup. She taught him tricks like sit, roll over, walrus, and her favorite, pufferfish. Like this. Can you do that? Good job. Una and Otto searched for the treasure nearly every day. They uncovered keys and coins and buttons and bottles. Sometimes they even found lost gold, and sometimes lost glasses. But there was one special treasure Una could never quite reach: the crown. It was extra sparkly in a way that made Una's heart thump. But the crown was stuck deep in the rift, and not a pole or a pail or the sticky stick of a snail could get it unstuck. So Una was determined. Her next plan was a good one. She'd knock the crown loose. Unfortunately, the current shifted, the lobster crate and the rock drifted, and then the squid, well, see for yourself. It's hard to say who was more surprised when the water cleared, Una or the shark. Her third plan most definitely would have worked if the crabs hadn't been so crabby and the waves hadn't been so wavy. And if that long ship plank hadn't bumped her head hard before the greedy rift gobbled it up too. It's not working. Poor Una, this was getting personal. She shouted into the pit, "You can keep your dumb crowd, I quit." Generally speaking, mermaids were not quitters. But at this point, one could hardly blame her. Instead of looking for treasure with Otto, Una napped on the rocks with the sea lions. She drew pictures in the sand with the starfish, and she read from her favorite glass bottles with her land friends. All of this would have been perfectly fine, except Una wasn't perfectly fine. Clearly, she was missing her spark. And a mermaid without her spark is like a seagull without an appetite. Unnatural. A seashell washed ashore. Una studied it thoughtfully. It gave her an idea. She got right to work. The next day, Una peered nervously into the rift. Why did it look so much deeper and scarier than she remembered? Otto pretended to be a narwhal, making Una laugh. Admittedly, the new treasure-hunting goggles she'd invented were funny looking, but they were also her best shot at reaching the crown. She dove to the bottom of the murky rift. That's when Una noticed something she couldn't see from above. A bridge. A bridge made from a crate, a rock, and the very same plank that had plunked her on the head, and it led straight to the crown. But what was that rumbling sound? It grew louder and louder. The ocean floor shook and the water around Una churned into a thick stew of swirling sand and sea creatures. She couldn't see. She felt trapped. Would the hungry rift gobble her up too? Through the commotion, Una could hear something else in the distance. It was faint but comforting and familiar. The whales. Una sang along with the rumbling, stopped, and the water cleared. Finally, this was her chance. Una held her breath. Ready, steady, aim. Clink! Hooray! She got it! We did it, Una cheered, placing the crown on her best friend. It really is beautiful, she gushed. But these, Una said excitedly, holding up her new goggles, these are spectacular. Otto agreed, because sometimes the best treasure in the world isn't found. It's made. The end. Isn't that a great story? I love Una and Otto both. Thank you to Catherine Teagan Books for letting us read this one today. All right, let's sing one more song. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your fingers. If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your fingers. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your fingers. If you're happy and you know it, wave goodbye. If you're happy and you know it, wave goodbye. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, wave goodbye. Goodbye, friends. Thanks for coming tonight. I'll see you next time. Bye.